Okay, so we're learning Nesivos Shalom. We did our daily halacha, b'chshem, or weekly halacha, and Hilkes. Right now, we're learning Hilkes Hefsek and Bein Aprochim and Kriya Shema. So now we're going to learn Parshat Trumah and Nesivos Shalom. As I was saying, my son said this is the most universal sefer. Everywhere he goes, he sees the Nesivos Shalom being learned by Svardim, by Litvich, by Yeshiva people, by Hasidim, by Datim. It doesn't make a difference. Everyone's learning Nesivos Shalom. So he asked me, why is that? So there was a few answers we worked out together on the way home from Marav last night. One of them is that the Nesivos Shalom himself was a Tzaddik. So because he has Midas Tovus, he was connected to all of Klal Yisrael. Yeah? And that's part of like EmunaIP. We want to, as you were saying, we want to balance each other out. We want to have all the strengths that each of us bring to the table, and that gives us the ability to be universal and to be able to connect to everyone. The second point is that he simplified everything. He was an amazing communicator in Torah that everyone can learn his sefer and somewhat understand it, except for sometimes someone like me who might struggle a little bit because I'm about tshuva and I didn't grow up with Hebrew. I only really started learning Aleph Beis at 18, 19, so I can have a little bit of Rahmanas if I need a little bit of help here and there. Okay, but anyway, beer, v'yetza beer. So we're holding in Nesivos Shalom Trumah base. It needs more explanation. Yesh lam inyan yedua b'tzalal soref osius. What does it mean that b'tzalal? And just a heads up, I never learned this before. So Mitzvah Shem of Shem's help. The Indian that we know that B'Tzalel joined up the Osius, Sirif Osius. He joined up the Osius in order to make the Mishkan. Nivra behen Shemayim Ba'aretz. So we're there to create in them the Shemayim Ba'aretz. Remember, he was chosen B'Tzalel to be the one to build the Mishkan. Yeah, I mean, he had some other help, but he was the main architect. And when you joined together all these Osius that were created when Shemayim Ba'aretz were created, because remember the whole world was created through the Sirif Osius, through the joining together different formations of letters of the Aleph base. Lefin and Zos Miksev Hacha, and we need to learn from this. Mimale Oiso Ruach. He was filled with Ruach Elokis. He was filled with godly Ruach, B'chachma v'tavuna v'das, with wisdom, understanding, and knowledge. Ksiv Hasam. It says over there, B'brias Olam, in the creating of the world, Hashem b'chachma yasadoretz. That Hashem of His wisdom established this world. Koinen Shemayim Tavuna, and He established Shemayim in Tavuna. Ksiv b'das dato, and it's written in His das. Tehumas nivka'u, and His das was deep. Hainu shekashem shabrias olam haisa chachma tavuna v'das kach. Gam Melech's mission haisa b'chachma tavuna v'das. And so too with the creating of the world. It was with chachma, with wisdom, tavuna, understanding, and das and knowledge. Kach gam came Melech's Mishkan. So too with all the malachas, all the work that went into building the Mishkan. Haisa b'chachma tavuna v'das, with wisdom, understanding, and knowledge. The choira he tamer. This is a big question. Kasha bein bris shemayim va'aretz melechus Mishkan. Yeah, that what is the kesha? What's the kesha? The connection, the tamer. The question is with the kesha between what's the connection between the creating of the world and the building of the Mishkan. Hi bris shemayim va'aretz he bris kol abriya. Yeah, with the creating of the heavens and earth, the brias kol abriya. This is creation of all the bria. Hi suichim the kochus ke'elu. This was needed the kochus, these kind of kochus. Ach l'shem ma hayu suichim the binyan hamishkan l'shtamesh b'kochus ke'ilu. L'sarf osish nivro behem shemayim ba'aretz. Yeah, so the kochus, the cause, all the different, they needed kochus, these kind of kochus of Chochmah Bina Das, the Osius, to formulate the Shemayim Ba'aretz, and that would then create all of creation. And so too there, speaking with the Binyan and Mishkan, they were mishtamish with these same kochus of Chochmah Bina Das, the wisdom, understanding, knowledge, to join together all the Osius that were created in Shemayim. So in a way, he's saying that the macrocosm is the Bria Shemayim Ba'aretz, and the microcosm is the Mishkan. Yeah, that's going to be like one of the understandings. So it's the same essence, the same kochas that created the heavens and earth, are the same kochas that created the Mishkan.
Which is
Same
essentially it's all one connect thing, one line, right? Like
there's kav of
the Torah is
godliness,
coming from Shemaya.
and it's through Ruach HaKodesh that B'Tzalel was able to tune into that. Through Ruach Elikus, it says, he had a godly spirit. Shalom al perish midrash acher ma'arizo HaKodesh binyan inyan abriya, with the creation or the building of the bria, perish maima v'zara kodesh, the Pesach Devorav. He opens these words: Bereish harmunusa demalka galif glufe betara ilo. That in the beginning of the Menusa Demalka, of the elevation of the king, Galif Galfe. I don't know what this is. It makes me think of the Hobbit. What's the guy? Guy, the wizard dude.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
What's his name? Gandalf. Galif Galufi.
I don't know, bro.
That's where I ended up. I ended up by Gandalf. But the idea, the beginning of the elevation of the queen, excuse me, so I think it's Malka's queen. Galif Galufe Batar Ilah. We're going to have to ask a rabbi over here in a minute what that means. Let's read ahead. Maybe he'll explain it. Kasher, that which Allah Baratza, that went up to his will, Elion, the Chadesh Etzabriya, to renew the creation, the Boretz Olam, Lohem Mochim Penui Lamidis Olomis. And when he renewed the Bria, there was not a place that was available to stand in the world, Shekol Haya Male Bo'or Ein Sof, that was all filled with the light of the Ein Sof, Ad Shalom Haya Mitzias Shekaima Olomis. And that there was not in the Metzias that was established the worlds. There was only until there was established the worlds that the idea that Pinoi Lamidus Hashem. Can I ask a question with the Zohar Kodesh, Rabbi? Ari, facing that, Rabbi. Can we ask? There brings the Arizal from a Maimon Zohar Kodesh, best with the Rabbi. Bereish Hamanosa Demalka Galef Galufe Betira Ilah. What is?
It's like a Hebrew translation afterwards?
No. Maybe it's sort of overly translated, but not exactly.
I'm not familiar, I'm sorry.
Okay. It's good, it's fine, we found something.
Zohar is Arizal.
It makes you... Okay. Thank you. So I think we'll just go ahead with what he said in Hebrew afterwards, because I'm sure he is, as the Rabbi wisely said, he's probably translating it as he goes along. It's Aramaic, so I don't know if you'd find it in...
That's the right.
So just take a picture of it. Oh, you're going to ask him. He answers the phone now? You can always take a screenshot and we can just use that.
Share.
Yeah.
But that's a smaller jump.
You take a screenshot, maybe he'll send us an answer.
A little bit before.
He looks at pictures?
Yeah, it's very savvy.
Let me just get it onto the actual exact specific place. Just say the Zohar. We should put the... What do you call it? I'm putting on the flash there, just so it'll be clear. I'm going to edit it.
Can you edit it?
Yeah. We'll turn the image, we'll add light. Something more lifting so you can read it. And we'll turn it around. There we go.
We circle what we want.
Yeah, we can do that as well. We put some pen here. So we just Maimon Zohar Kodesh.
Perfect. The exact translation.
Oh, I see, this is not halachic.
And now we'll just share that to him.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay, so it's saying here that which went up to the Rotzen of Elion, the higher Rotzen, to renew the creation, to create the world that was not, the world that was free to stand in Olomis, in the higher worlds, and that all was filled with the light of Ein Sof Baruch Hu, until there was no ability for any of the worlds to be b'metzias. So the way I understand it is, and it's a famous concept of in Kabbalah, that when Hashem created the world, He filled the space with light, and the Ein Sof Baruch Hu filled everything. So there was no way for any of creation to, the Bria, the worlds, to be established. So there was just too much light of Hashem. So when there's Ein Sof, the Bria can't exist. Do you understand? The Bria.
But wasn't that like?
It's all bottled to the Ein Sof. It's all bottled to Hashem's oneness, His infinite light.
But Hashem knew that it was going to be too light, no?
Yeah, He knew that. So then what did He do? Exactly. Okay, Samtem HaKodesh Baruch Hu Or Ein Sof Minakuda Mitzias. So then what did Hashem do? Therefore, He made constrictions. He constricted His light, or the Or Ein Sof, in a Nakuda Emsois, which is a middle point. He constricted it to a kav, to like a middle point. A middle,
the terms
the
of
light.
being able to come back down,
Yeah.
It wouldn't blow out again.
Yeah, so that light would be consistently
Got it.
simsum contracted into a specific place. Shisham, and there Tia Oiris Ein Sof Baruch Hu Klusha Yosef. And there it would be that the light of the Or Ein Sof, Klusha Yosef, would gather more, I think. V'asa Masiv Eagle She'or Lo Yechazer L'Sham. And He would make around it a circle that the light would not return back to them.
Wow. This is by the Mishkan?
This is the general concept of Bria, Inyan of Bria, of creation of the world.
So we were
It's the idea of the
It was
Simpson.
like a wall.
It's the whole concept of the Bria, of Ma'aseh Bereshis through the Or Ein Sof Baruch Hu, the infinite light that filled everything was removed on some level, so that and put into a specific middle place, a
be able to
constricted
exist.
place, so that then there would be room around it in an egel, like this circle around it, but the light would not return there. Zer inyan osius shenivro behem shemayim ba'aretz. And this is the manner of the osius that Hashem created the heaven and the earth. Sha'yidam samsem HaKadosh Baruch Hu Ein Sof kadei she'yeh mokum la'midas olamas. And He put the samsem HaKadosh Baruch Hu, the light of the Ein Sof, in order into those osius, so there'll be place to stand the worlds, all the worlds. Shebelo zeh lo yitaken metzias habriah. And without Hashem doing the simsum into the osius, this Or Ein Sof Baruch Hu, there would be no ability for the bria to exist. It would not exist. So that's the only way it can exist. Derech zeh yesh loma shebinyan Mishkan hay lahefech. The binyan of the Mishkan was the opposite. Highest Nisava Kodesh Baruch, because Kodesh Baruch had a desire. Lios lo dira tachtonim. He wanted to remember, we've been learning this, to make a dwelling for Hashem in this world. That was last week's Parshat Mishpatim. He wants us to build a dwelling in this world. Yeah, and that was the whole Mishpatim, doing what's in Hashem in this world. That's what we learned last week. Now we're talking about the Mishkan. By Yisarach lasos lo yisbrach mikadesh tachtonim, that Hashem needed to make holy the lower worlds, shishishkam betocham, in order for it to dwell there, Or Ein Sof, the infinite light. L'sham kach ha'yisarach l'samsem lifnois and akuda hazos mina ave shal olam hazeh kadei sheyored l'sham Or Ein Sof. And we were saying before, Nesivos Shalom is like, more easy, universal read, but it's like bringing over Kabbalah and Simpson. Yeah, that He needed to mechanish the lower worlds in order to dwell there within them, the Or Ein Sof. And to there also, he needed to samsem lefonis and the kuda hazos. This the kuda from the light, from the kuda means the point, from the air. Shal olam hazeh kedei she'oid l'sham Or Ein Sof. L'sham kach nisruch nishtamish ba'osish nivro behem shemayim ba'aretz. So he needed to therefore use there the osish he created heaven and earth, but sometimes the kuda betoch olam hazeh, to be able to constrict this point into olam hazeh. Lifnois misham et ha'aveh she'olomas kedei sheyochel yored l'sham ha'Or Ein Sof Baruch Hu. זה עיקר עניין בית המקדש, שבתוך האווה של העולם הזה יהיה מוקם משכן לאור אין סוף ברוך הוא. So the point was, I mean, this is very deep, but he's basically using the osius within the Ave to build a Mekadesh, the Olam HaTachta, in this world, to be able to bring the Shekhinah into this world. So he's not removing the Ein Sof, he's putting the Ein Sof into the Osius to be able to then
Very deep.
dwell in this world. So the Osius is what Betzalel used. He was Messiah for all the different Osius to build the Mishkan. The Osius were the Chochmah Bina Das, the wisdom, the understanding, the knowledge that he used to formulate all these Osius, had within it the Ein Sof Baruch Hu would then allow Hashem Shekhinah to dwell in this world.
Without having to hear it. I mean,
What do you mean?
what's the last?
He had to Mesarif, to join together in all the different formations, the Osius in a certain way that it would bring the Ein Sof Baruch Hu through the Osius into the Olam Tachtun, into this lower world.
But this happened after creation.
This is after creation.
Because it got blown out, right? Like there was
Yeah,
too
because
much
the
light.
Osius, that was the other way around. Hashem had to remove that light
Right. So the second that it came back in, they were set
through
up
the
for-
Osius,
for the Osius.
through ordering them in the right way in this world. And how does that manifest as a Mishkan? As building a Mishkan. Because the
Building, I
Mishkan
guess,
is
now we have
filled
a
with
basement.
formations of Osius, of how the Shittim go there, on the Adanim and the Mizbeach goes there, and everything has Osius. Everything's built. It's code. The DNA is with the Osius. It's this week's Parshat Trumah, and also in Parsha's V'Yaakov.
Has the details.
Details of the Mishkan, very much. And we hear a little bit in Vayikra every so on. We're going to hear about it because he's talking about the Korbanos.
So this is Mount the
And
world, higher world.
the different kalim. You're going to hear about it in Vayikra, but basically the majority, other than Vayikra, the majority of the description is Trumah and V'Yaakov. The Sefer Vayikra is spread out, different parts of the Mishkan. The full-on explanation of the, and it's a little bit at the end of, as well, of Parshas Tetzaveh, and also the end of Parshas Pekudei.
Can we do a Chazara of the PowerPoints?
Yeah,
A little
exactly.
Yeah.
I fell asleep, I'm sorry.
It's all good. Yeah, this kind of light can do that to you. So when Hashem created the world, He created it with a simsim, where He removed His Ein Sof Baruch Hu in order for the creation to exist, and concentrated His light into some sort of kav, some sort of nakuda, and surrounded it with an egel, whatever that means, a circle, so He could then there have space to form creation, because creation couldn't stand where the Ein Sof Baruch Hu existed in the revealed sense.
Is this when the other worlds were established, or they were already established?
This is
and
when
then
the
they
Bria
were put into
started.
play?
In order to create all the worlds, whatever worlds. Yeah. So this symptom had to happen. Now with the Mishkan, we're talking about Betzalel, who was able to organize the Osius, the Sarif the Osius, and he was using the same koach that Shemayim Va'aretz was created with. He was using that same power, but he was using it in the opposite direction. That he was bringing the light of the Ein Sof into Osius to be able to formulate something that could dwell in this physical world, that had the capacity to hold the Ein Sof Baruch Hu, the Shekhinah, within it.
But he went into, he extracted it from the Shemayim and the Aretz.
It has the same the same koyach, the same kochus. That was the lashon he used here.
Wow.
The same strengths, these same strengths of chokhmah bina das. These are kochus of being able to masig and to understand. The human brain is a tremendous koyach. What koyach hamayach? Yeah, it's a tremendous chokhmah has in it koyach ma. It's wisdom itself has the osius koyach ma, because it's a concept of strength and ma bitul. Yeah, it has within it the same binyan. Bina is the same concept of binyan, building. Das is the union of edus, of bringing edus into the world, testimony. In terms wisdom exists. Yeah? Each of the words in themselves have within them foundations of understandings of how things work. And that's what Betzalel was busy with, the sirif of Osius, of formulating all these Osius, that there should be a dwelling for the Shekhinah, should be able to come there. And he was able to mishtamish with these Osius, the same ones that built the Shemayim Va'aretz. He was the Samsem Nakuda B'toch Olam Hazeh, Lefnim Misham Etz Or Sha'olam, as Kadei She'ochel Yored L'Sham Or Ein Sof Baruch Hu. Inyan Beis HaMikdash. This is the main aspect of the Binyan Beis HaMikdash. And it comes in the Aveh. Yeah, if you look at Aveh, it's Or Yud.
Where?
The word letter Aveh is I saw this once in the Chabad Sfarim. It's letters Or Yud. Yud Tzviras are being held within the Or, the light.
Gewalt.
And that's what forms our breath.
I like that.
Yeah, that's how we breathe the Aveh. That's what formulates air in this world. It's not just whatever. It's not empty. The air it has within it has elikus and energy.
Wow.
Hina kasha va'or chaim kodesh lama tchilas nema va'asali mikdash. So why this now asked the Or Chaim Kodesh at the beginning? Make for me a mikdash. Ve'ilu lahalan ksiv b'kol asher ani morei oscha etz tavnis a mishkan. And then we see in this pesukim that all that which I will appear to you to build the Mishkan, because remember Hashem was showing Bezalel how to build the Mishkan. He showed Moshe Rabbeinu the fiery menorah. Yeah. Came b'kol Parsha nikra Mishkan, and the whole Parsha is named after is called for the Mishkan. Shlama al perish midrashacha b'so sefer kodesh Noam Elimelech. Yeah. Al perish v'yikach li truma shekasha the hilo yitnu li truma. Should have said, and I just learned this in the Sfas Emes. It should have said, give to me truma. Don't take from me. Why are you taking? V'yikachli. Why are you saying v'yichuli truma? It says the Noam Elimelech based on Midrashim. Mevar, it's explained. V'yikachli truma. Ainu shekichu mimshichu truma ha'pasha ma'alames elyonim ma'alam haba megan Eden. He's saying that he's taking and drawing down the truma and frasha, and he's separating from the higher worlds, from the world of Olam Haba, from the world to come, from Gan Eden, and the Hamshich Arosam Lamata. He's drawing down these lights down below. That's the idea of EQ. Where's he taking it from? From the higher worlds.
That's where it's the Makoris.
Yeah, so it can't be giving, because it's not giving from the higher worlds. He's taking from the higher worlds, drawing down from the higher worlds these lights, this panemius, this Or Ein Sof, and putting it into the Osis. Hainu shemashkia etz libo lebinyan migdash. Yeah, 1 minute, I think I skipped. Oh yeah, l'hamshich haaretz lamata. Zeh nice aidei meis kol ish asher yidavena libo, and this is made through the fact kol ish yidavena libo. Yeah, let's hear what he says.
To make the Bria, because all what we see, it's not really. It's Hashem makes this building. What we see, all the Kaduraret, all what Hashem did with the Otiyot, like a Kelly. But before Hashem did that, all was only the light of Hashem. So Hashem took away the light that we will be able to be there, Kelim, one way to get the light inside, and it's like a body of a person with the soul. So he just want to explain that the person will not to take the letters of the Torah and to use them and to put in them a soul can make a nisim beniflaot, a miracle.
Right. Beautiful. So here's the rabbi's explanation of David, Daniel HaKohen Shlita said beautifully on the voice note that Hashem was using this light that we're mentioning, this Or Ein Sof, his own light, yeah, he had to remove somewhat. I'm not sure what it exactly means, but he had to remove the light in order to create the room for the Osius, for the miracle to take place, for the bringing down the Elikus, to build a Bria, to create a world, and then bring that light back through the Mishkan, through the Osius of Torah, through the right formations of Torah. So to make miracles was his focus, but here it's talking about the Mishkan. But I understand that the way that the concept of miracles is because it's you're bringing Hashem's light into the physical, which takes you beyond the physical.
Which gives the ability to have miracles.
Miracles, exactly. Now, so that's the idea that he's drawing down this light lamata. And he's by making from here a person that's able to give from his heart. Because his heart's now mashkiach in the binyan or the building of the Mishkan. And then he's zocher to draw down this light, this holy light of kedusha from the higher worlds. This is not Nesina. The main thing rather is that he's taking the Trumah. Sha'idei Asis Mishkan Yamshik Kedusha Alyona Ma'alamas Alyonim, that he's able to make this Mishkan by drawing down this holy light from the higher worlds. Zeh Mismale Rotzen Abori Nisava Lios Lo Dira Tachtonim. And this is fulfilling the will or the desire from our Creator to make a place, a dwelling for Hashem's light and Hashem's Shechina, for Hashem's dwelling in this world.
On a much different level, we have a makom here to.
Yeah, this place is built with that Chochmah being a das. You see, there's a lot of thought gone into this place.
Very much.
Even the mikveh, like the fact I haven't opened it yet, there's a lot of cheshbonos going on with like when and how and what's going to be for the women, because they're also going to have an opportunity.
Yeah.
Like I heard Rosh Hashanah talking about it. There's a lot of thought gone into every aspect of the shul and how they do it, and all the time they're constantly open to to take it to the next level and etc.
And it shows.
One thing. I don't know why I'm thinking this. I don't know. I need to think about it more. I have something on my mind that just would it be helpful to the shul? I don't know. I'm not sure. I need to think about it more.
Work through it.
Yeah, daven on it. Our parish there, Yeshlom Gam b'pasuk Asali Mikdash Mishkanti b'soicham Asali Mikdash Hainu Nispaktim Shal Yisrael b'binyan Mikdash HaMishkan HaMshich Mata Kedushas L'Elyona Me'ez Kol Yish Asher Yidvenu Libo Hainu Shebashkia Es Kol Libo Bi'od Hazeh La'asas Mokem Roi L'Shar Shechina. So we have to make for ourselves a mikdash. That's what Hashem said in the Pesukim. She's pakdim, Yisrael. That he's sort of mispakdim Yisrael, but binyan a mikdash. He's like giving a pakida, like a place of Yisrael in the building of the Mishkan, to draw down the matter, the kedusha alyon, to draw down below this higher level of kedusha. Me'ez kolish asher yidvenu libo, and it's going to come from the fact that it's the generosity of the heart. Because he's going to put all his energy in his heart in order for there to be. That's why it says Vasili Mikdash, because it has to come from the Divis Libo. It has to come from this generous, focused heart on wanting to bring this dwelling for Hashem. And then through this we can establish this concept of making a dwelling for Hashem in this world and dwelling within us, because coming from within, panemius, our hearts. But so kol echad ve'echad, every one of us, our hearts are into building this mikdash of drawing down Hashem into it. Ki l'shar shechina b'tachtonim suikim lahamsheh kedusha alyon lamata. Because the idea of the shar shechina is drawing it down in the lower worlds needs to be drawn first from the higher place. And how is a person going to be masugul to draw down this kedusha, this higher level kedusha down into this world? It's going to be through this concept, make for me a mikdash. To draw down this kedusha down below. And then you're able to draw the shechina into everyone, into each person. Make for me a mikdash, who nikra Mishkan, and then it will be called this dwelling place, this Mishkan. Ki klapi HaKadosh Baruch Hu ze nikra Mishkan, because according to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, this is called a Mishkan. Shisham hu yisbarach shochin, because Hashem is able to dwell there. Ach, to begin with, Yisrael hu v'asili mikdash, ach im mokem mukadesh shamshichu alav kedusha alana kadei sheyeh mokem haroi l'shas hashchina. And then you will prepare for this mikdash, each one of Yisrael, to make for them a mikdash, and they draw down this kedusha, this high level kedusha, in order what? There should be a place roy for Hashem Shechina to dwell. Inyan zeh neklau gam came in my HaKadosh Baruch Hu lichesku. And this is also the cloud that we see in the Maimah that HaKadosh Baruch Hu said to Yecheskel, the Makava. She binyan base. It's a different part of Yecheskel, not the Makava. Where he says, impossible sheyeh binyan beisi batal. That it's impossible that my house will be batal. Kama shegam azman hazeh oidei shalomdim parshias hamishkan aminim shatumnim behem ha'oris me'alamas elonim mamshichas ha'oris elu. That we know that in this time that we learn the Parshias of the Mishkan, we believe that it's hidden in there, the lights from the higher worlds, and we draw that light, these lights, Ki hari atachlis hi shia lo yisprach der tachtonim. Ze inin yochel levato. So there's no way that my house can ever be mevatel. Why? Because these lights are eternal, they're infinite lights, and they're hidden within the Mishkan that we drew down. And the tachlis is that they're to build a der Torah, and this can never be really batel. Ela sheis manim shezeh miskayim b'po. But there are times where it's revealed in a revealed sense, and it's established in a revealed sense. Yesh manim shezeh mikayim ha'idei shiso alomdim parshas. And when we learn these parshas of Trumah, Aviyako, and we're talking in Vayikra about the Korbanos, this comes alive, this light, this higher light, comes down into this world, and by learning about it. Elu behem tumnim kol aris Mishkan miskokim mitavim lezeh vayizeh mamshikin et kedusha aliyona. And the ends off and says, and therefore we're able to draw down this high level kedusha through the seraphim of Otis of Chacham bin Adasa B'Salo. We're able to draw down into this world the Der Tachtona, the Shechina, the Shchanti B'Socham, Mikdash. As it says in that we Asali Mikdash, we have to make for him a Mikdash. We have to make that place for Hashem to be Shochin. We have to end on that. We should be Zochim as Hashem to bring the Shechina into our homes, into our shuls, into our business, into everything we're doing. Have the Chacham bin Adas to do it with Shleimus, and to mamin in the koyach of these parshas to draw down this light until it manifests b'pal mamish in the binyan by Shlishi b'mei v'mei amen.